Look, let's be completely honest for a second. If you don't defend, you simply don't play. You can have the cleanest handle, you can knock down shots in warm-ups, but if you step onto the court and tread the defensive end like your personal rest period, you become an instant liability. The moment you stagnate on defense, the other team's score claims effortlessly. Your coach loses trust and you find yourself sitting on the bench watching the game slip away. Basketball is an unbroken cycle. The exact millisecond the ball leaves your hand or your teammate takes a shot, the offensive possession is dead and your defensive assignment is alive. You don't get 3 seconds to complain to the referee or look down at the floor. You sprint back, pick up your matchup and set the physical tone. You have to understand that offense and defense are the exact same coin. When you truly understand how an offensive player thinks, how a skilled guard manipulates the pace, uses subtle hesitation dribbles, changes angles, and hunts mismatches, you instantly possess the blueprint to guard them. You aren't just reacting blindly to their first step. You are anticipating their next two options because you know the exact rhythm they are trying to create. On-ball mechanics and hand placement. When you're guarding on the perimeter or the wing, your base dictates whether you survive the possession. The foundational rule is simple. You must win the center of gravity battle. You have to drop your hips and get low enough that your shoulder sit below or level with the offensive player's shoulders. The exact second a driver gets their shoulder beneath you, the angle is gone. Your leverage is broken and you are officially trailing on the hip. Stop waving your hands around with no purpose. On-ball defense requires two completely different hand jobs. The lead hand and the frame hand. The lead hand stays high, active, and tracks the level of the ball to disrupt immediate pull-ups and take away clean vision on passing lines. And the frame hand stays disciplined and maintains light, legal sensory contact on the driver's hip or chest. You aren't pushing, you are feeling their core shift. This tactile feedback tells you your nervous system which direction they are planting before your eyes can even process the crossover. When you look to force a turnover on a live dribble, never reach downward across their forearm. This is an automatic whistle in any league. Instead, use your length from the bottom up. Dig underneath the bounce like a shovel, sweeping upward cleanly through the pocket of the ball to pop it loose into transition. The team rotations and film study. Individual lockdown defense is meaningless if the 5-man unit falls apart. Defense functions like an elastic band. The second one player falls asleep on the weak side, fails to tackle roller or hesitates on a closeout, a massive void opens in the paint. That single mistake collapses the entire shell, forcing everyone into bad emergency recovery rotation. If you want to actually master spatial awareness and defensive communication, stop watching 30-second highlight reels of 101 blocks. Go watch full game tactical tape of the EuroLeague or EuroBasket. Notice how physical the contact is, how 5 players shift on a string without 0 wasted steps, and how early help is established. Watching full game structural flow builds subconscious instincts that you can learn from individual drills. And finally, contesting shots and discipline. When a shooter attacks or pull-ups, stay on your feet. Elite scorers live on pump fakes. They want to get your center of mass airborne so they can draw cheap fouls or step through into wide open space. Unless you are in a pure secondary chase down scenario at the rim, wall up with the 2 vertical arms, absorb contact with your core and force tough contested jumpers over your length. Yes, the offense technically controls the first move, but when you stay low, maintain disciplined contact, and refuse to bite on fakes, you dictate how uncomfortable that possession becomes. Control the tempo, stay disciplined, and make them earn every single inch on the floor. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one.